I am Benladin at Halpi, and now I am sharing the constructivism, knowledge, and construction concept of learning. In the rotation of the feelings of the field is like more like to rote learning and behaviorism, and it connecting that the teaching is donated by the teacher and the learners are passive. There are two views of the constructivism. Individual constructivism, this is also called connective constructivism, is emphasize individual internal constructions of knowledge. It is largest based on the uh, figure theory. And the second one is social constructivism. This view emphasizes that knowledge exists in a social media context and it's initially shared with others instead of being representing uh, in the mind of the individual.
Constructivism and organizing knowledge. Constructivism is based on the idea that people actively construct or make their own knowledge, and that reality is determined by your experiences as a learner. Basically, learners Constructivism is the theory that says learners construct knowledge rather than just passively take in information. As people experience the world and reflect upon those experiences by build their own representations,
Making concept learning effective. As a future teacher, you can help students learn concept by doing the following. First, provide a clear definition of the concept. Second, make the defining features very concrete and prominent. Give a variety of positive instance and cite the best example or a prototype. Fourth, provide opportunity for learners to identify positive and negative intents as learner to think of either their own example of the concept, and lastly, paint out how concept can be related to each other. Schemas and script. A schema is an organized body of knowledge about something. It is like a file information you hold in your mind about something, like a schema of what a teacher is. A script is a schema that includes a series of predictable event about the specific activity. Applying constructivism in facilitating learning. Aim to make learners understand a few key ideas in a in-depth manner rather than taking up so many topics superficially. Um, it's give a varied example, like provide an opportunity for experimentation, provides lot of opportunity for quality interaction, have a lot of hands-on activity, relate your topic to real-life situation, and do not depend on the explanation method at all time. Transfer of learning. Transfer of learning happens when learning in one context or with one set of materials affect performance in another context or with um, other related materials. Simply put, it is applying to another situation what was previously learned. it has types of transfer. Positive transfer. Positive transfer occurs when learning in one context improve improve performance in some other context. Second, negative transferred. Negative transferred occurs when learning in one context impact negatively on performance in another.
There are various types of learning transfer. Here are the two that you are most familiar with, the near and the far transfer. So near transfer, this is the transfer between very similar contexts. This is also referred to a specific transfer. So, near transfer occur when a person applies a learned skill to a context almost identical to that in which the skill was learned. For example, when a student answer type of algebra word problem in an exam which are very similar to had in their sheet work, quiz, pre-quiz, activities, and etc. In the part transfer refers to a transfer between a context that on appearance seem remote and alien to one another. This is also called general transfer. So this occurs when the learning context and new context are dissimilar. Part transfer is more challenging in that it involves applying principle and using judgment not required in near transfer. For example, a student taking a course and have or on dealing with difficult subject or lesson will need to take foundation knowledge from the learning situation, then apply it and make judgment in order to adapt a various different scenario in real life. There are other types of transfer that exist along a various other ways of distinguishing between them.